In 2014, according to Shiv Wilson and the study he found, there was roughly 73,878,000 pounds of plastic in the ocean. This was 4 years ago. Also, plastic does not float, which means that most of it sinks to the bottoms of oceans, and sampling this can be extremely expensive, if not impossible. You may be wondering, but Megan, how does this affect me? I work in a grocery store where I experience the waste of plastic weekly. The use of single disposable plastic bags is harming the environment and sending us and future generations on a path for failure, which is why plastic bags should soon be banned from large corporations as well as grocery stores. You may also be thinking in your mind that this is either an impossible goal or that you do not have the resources to make a change, but I encourage you to hear me out. Mark Basnight explains that not only are there only 73 million pounds of plastic estimated to be in the oceans, but there is also an enormous trash pile in the middle of the Pacific, and is even given the name the Pacific Garbage Patch. Plastic bags are made of high-density polyethylene as well as titanium chloride, and these materials break down into the water, making it harmful. The Mayo Clinic already cautions us in consuming fish because of the fear that they contain mercury and can be harmful to ingest. The potential impact that plastic in oceans has on both marine life and humans may be detrimental to both species. Mark Basnight even went the extra mile by sending over 600 letters to businesses in the Outer Banks in hopes of making a change. The amount of seafood that is consumed by humans makes this issue a major concern. Also, we are setting up future generations for failure. Wilson also argues that 7 billion people are addicted to using plastic, and everywhere we look there is some plastic stain. Only 1% of plastic bags actually get recycled. And Basnight presents the question, quote, plastic bags may be a convenience now, but what problems are we creating tomorrow through our convenience today? This entire issue can involve not only current generations, but many to come if a permanent solution is not presented. According to Wilson, HDPE's recycling rate decreased from 6.1% in 2009 to only 4.3% in 2010. He argues that plastic bags are recyclable but are simply not being recycled. Russo compares this issue to the oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico in 2010 and how it impacted the world. She argues that this issue is not just starting. It didn't begin with a fiery explosion in the Gulf. This has been festering for years, and trash has been dumped in the Pacific for decades. The Times editorial board in Los Angeles presents current-day examples of how action can be taken. There are also a lot of issues. There are a lot of issues that are people are trying to make the change. Just removing plastic from every simple everyday tasks can make a huge impact on the world, and it can lessen the amount of plastic in oceans exponentially. Queen Elizabeth II banned plastic straws and bottles in royal estates, and China, the largest importer of plastic recyclables, has denied any more importation of plastic waste. You can use less plastic in your everyday lives. Next time you're in the grocery store, buy some cheap reusable bags, and then the following visit you can use those plastic bags to prevent using the plastic, and you can even use them the day that you buy them. You should also pay it forward to others. Showing people how easy it is to make this change is simple, and giving them the information they need to understand the impact of this decision. This step could lead millions to, like you, refusing to use plastic bags and to help the environment. There are many ways anyone can help in large issues just like this, and it takes just a few small differences to make a big one. Imagine a world with no pollution. Imagine how pure the world could be without any plastic clogging oceans and destroying marine life. This is all achievable through a few simple things. But what happens if we don't act? Many times we look back on life and ask ourselves, what if I had done that? We don't want to get 30 years into the future and ask ourselves this question about the pressing issue of plastic pollution. By that time, the world may be impure and seafood harmful to consume. There are many things when it comes to this issue of pollution, and plastic is one of the many different aspects. Before I finish, I want to leave you with a few things. Marine life, as well as human life, are both in danger due to this issue of plastic pollution. For all the reasons I've discussed today, plastic bags should be banned, and there is no doubt about it. Even your life could be in danger over the next 30 years, which can be unpredictable at this point. I challenge you to take the plan I've already discussed, and the next time you go grocery shopping, or any shopping for that matter, I challenge you to get reusable bags and never look back. Just one person making a difference will lead others and eventually create a movement.